It's the 2K Sports pregame show. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith. It'll be the Dallas Mavericks going up against the Washington Wizards. NBA on 2K Sports. Well, for Washington, they've been looking forward to this game and have to be anxious to tip it off. They've been pretty tight-lipped about the game plan coming in, but very soon we'll find out what approach they're going to take. They've been pretty tight-lipped. And in this next one, two intelligent, grizzled rosters going toe-to-toe. Shaq with sound effects like that, and two veteran teams like this that know the lay of the land. What do you expect to see tonight?
Well, patience, working for the shots that you really want. Two teams that tend to value each possession. That's a Grizzly sound, right? Well, patience, working for the shots that you really want. You said Grizzly.
He said Grizzle.
Oh, Grizzle.
Grizzled roster.
Okay, Grizzly sound, right? Grizzled cheese sandwich, okay.
Grizzled cheese,
You said Grizzly. Got it, sorry about that.
Grizzled.
But you got to have good fundamentals, Ernie. That's really big. And experience in crunch time. Guys who've been in a position before, they relax. They take great shots. They don't get nervous. That's what I like. Guys who've been in a
I got a quick joke for you.
Oh, my God. They take great shots.
You know why Snoop carries an umbrella?
Wow.
Yeah, I got a quick joke for Drizzle. You know why Snoop? Here's Kevin Harlan. Carries an umbrella.
For Drizzle.
For Drizzle. Here's Kevin Harlan.
For Drizzle.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Got NBA basketball in store for you. We're live at the American Airlines Center. We're in Dallas, Texas, the home of the Mavericks. All live on 2K Sports. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Kevin Harlan, joined by the... And before the game gets started, let's go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Rick Carlisle. David is on our sideline.
Guys, he told me their primary focus of the pregame discussion was defense. He said they're dealing with a very sophisticated offense, and it's going to require an outstanding effort from his players at the defensive end to come out on top. Let's see if that's the effort they get. Guys?
Thanks, David. For the Mavericks, 16 consecutive years of 500 basketball or better. Coming to an end last season, unfortunately for them.
Yeah, it was the beginning of a rebuild. The first time in a long time for the Mavs. And they waived some of their veterans to free up space and court time to further develop those young players. And with how competitive this organization is, you know they'll do everything they can to get back in contention to try to send Dirk out on a high note. You know they'll do everything they can to get back.
And so off the tip, it's Washington's ball. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Morris and Gortat together down low. The explosive backcourt is Wall and Beal at the 1 and 2. And it's Porter at the 3 spot. That shot wide open. Beal's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Wizards.
You got to respect how fast Beal gets his shot off. Remarkable at reading the D and pulling up on him off the pass. You got to respect how fast Beal gets his shot off.
Smith against Wall. Smith drives in, lays it up off the glass.
I tell you, Smith has run the pick and roll 1,000 times. A quick decision maker when he's in those sets. I tell you, Smith has run the pick and roll 1,000 times.
Wall against Smith.
Decision maker when he's in those sets.
Wall is screen on Noel. Beal can't get it to go.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Matthews, no good. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. No good. Morris with a screen on Smith. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Smith against Wall. Morris passes to Beal. Just 3 to shoot. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel. Just 3 to shoot. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel. Washington on D. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half
Washington
gone. On D. Smith dishes to Barnes. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Noel against Gortat. Smith and there's the pass to Barnes. The 11-footer. Gortat with the rebound. And there's the pass. Here's Washington.
A lot of players who are the age of Gortat would have started to slow down a bit. He's bucking that trend and continues to produce well. A very steady presence for his team in the paint. He's bucking that trend and continues to produce.
Barnes against Porter.
Very steady presence.
Feeds it to Smith. Pass to Noel. Screen by Smith. Barnes against Porter. Feeds it to Smith. Here's Barnes. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Barnes has got his first points of the night. Here's Barnes. Chris with Gortat, as you mentioned, he's right up there in age, but he's still doing what he's done his whole career.
Yeah, and a lot of it has to do with just how efficient Gortat has been as a scorer his whole career. He knows exactly what he can do and can't do in the paint just when he's facing up. He has a career field goal percentage that's around 55. That's very strong numbers.
Now here is Smith after Gortat's miss. Here's Nowitzki. Gortat with the rebound. Wizards have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Here's Nowitzki. And Wall kicks to Porter. Gortat with the rebound. Wizards have gone inside. And Morris throws it down.
It's like Wall has a sixth sense of knowing when guys are open. Outstanding at quickly getting them the ball.
And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again. Presented by Under Armour. Now here is Smith. Nowitzki gets a wide open look. That doesn't go either for Nowitzki. Now here is Smith. Nowitzki gets a wide open look. Wall against Smith. That doesn't go either for Nowitzki. Wall attacking. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Wall is skilled at scoring down low. He's using his size and speed to create for himself with a block.
1 for 1 with that shot.
Wall is skilled at scoring.
Wall against Smith. Screen by Smith. Barnes kicks to Noel. Back to Barnes. Wall against Smith. Noel sends a screen for Barnes. Barnes kicks to Noel. Over Porter. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Well, that's giving him too much space from mid-range. It doesn't hurt him there. They can't keep doing that.
The Mavericks have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. The Mavericks have gone just 2 of 7 so far. 1:56 left to play in the first quarter. A drive by Barnes. 1:56 left to play in the first quarter. And he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle too. And Chris, you can always face up so well from the high post when you play. Which power forward do you think has the best face-up game out there right now?
Well, I think in order to have a really good face-up game, you have to have another threat, and that's to be able to drive and finish strong off of one leg. And you definitely look at a guy like Towns in Minnesota. He has that. He's so explosive. He can finish with either hand. I also think you have to look at Anthony Davis. This kid, he can stretch the floor, shoot out to the 3, but also his first step is so quick. The same with Cousins. The fact that he's 7 foot can post you up, but his first step being quick off of a pump fake, he can do it as well. And don't forget about Blake Griffin. When he gets to that 15-foot spot, you really have to honor his jump shot. So those guys come to mind as far as big fellas that can face you up and knock you down.
I know you took great pride in your decision-making in terms of when to shoot and when to drive.
Yeah, I think your shot selection is your defense as well. You shoot a bad shot, a team like Golden State could have 6 points on 2 possessions off 2 bad turnovers. And also, I think it shows a commitment to your team for wanting to win. You know, just because you have the green light, why take that when a teammate might have a better shot that's open? So I think it takes a little bit of humility, but definitely a basketball IQ that says, wait, this is the smarter play right now. Can you think it on the live and while it's going on? So it's definitely important to be able to make those decisions.
It is, yeah, it is. And here's Smith. Harrison Barnes getting it to go from deep. Mahimi Bank shot, no good.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
Right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of
Wizards trail by 4.
make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
Frazier kicks to Smith. Wizards trail by 4. Now, here's Meeks. Defense right on him. The feed now to Smith. Dishes it to Mahinmi. This one for 3. And Frazier with the basket on the assist from Mahinmi. Frazier's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Frazier's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Barea against Frazier. Between the shot clock and the game. Barnes outside. Back to Barea from deep. Against Frazier. Rebound by Smith outside. Back to Barea from deep. Meeks passes to Frazier. Rebound by They set the pick. Screen by Smith. Mahinmi, a screen on Barea. Oubre, no one around him. And again, Washington with the triple. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Wizards. They're up by 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. They're up by 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He came from a football family in St. Louis, but said his mother introduced him to the game of basketball at a young age.
She definitely put the ball in my hand. She's the one who taught me my form, my follow through. And still to this day, she yells at me if I miss the shot. So she's kind of a perfectionist, and she definitely taught me how to shoot. She can shoot it, and she still to this day thinks she can shoot better than me.
Maybe some other NBA players should be practicing with Bradley Beal's mom, because she has definitely honed something special into him.
To be sure. I'm just not sure some of the more delicate NBA egos could handle her trash talking once she beats them in a game of
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
I mean, what's interesting for me, first quarter, they're already getting points from their reserves.
So that's what helped fuel this lead. It caught the defense a little bit off guard.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. We've got Oubre. Mahinmi is out there with Jason Smith. Then it's Jody Meeks. And it's Frazier in at the point. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Rick Carlisle is one of the most respected head coaches in the league, especially for his X's and O's. But Bucks coach Jason Kidd played for Carlisle and praised his disposition. He's never up and never down, Kidd said. There's no panic in him. He gives you that sense of security to go out there and make a play. Kevin?
Gotta love Coach Carlisle, D.A. An even-keel guy who places a lot of trust in his players. Here's Barnes. Offensive rebound. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Meeks dishes to Frazier with that shot. Down low, they need this. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut back down to 3 after the basket from Smith.
That's a nice look, recognizing he had the opening to make the entry pass. Well, with a clear strength of this Wizard team is their backcourt. Wall and Bill, one of the best backcourts in the league. They're a driving force for this team. Look, you can't defend down low much better than that. Refuses to give him an easy path to the bucket. They're a driving force for this team.
Frazier kicks to Mahinmi.
Down low much better than that. Refuses to
Shoots over measuring. A shot by Mahinmi, no good. Frazier gets
That's what they want. The ball is in his hands in the post. Just didn't have the touch that time.
Shot by Mahinmi, no good. Here's Barnes. No good off the back of the rim. Wizards trail by 3. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the defense.
The Wizards shooting their first free throws here tonight. So he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the defense.
The Wizards shooting their first free throws here tonight. And the first one drops.
And the Mavericks looking to go young now around Nowitzki. Unsurprisingly, they've already found some intriguing young prospects.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Nerlens Noel checks in for measuring. Nowitzki comes in for Barnes. Wesley Matthews checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Smith subbed in for Seth Curry. Both shots good from the stripe. And for the Mavericks, you look at their young guys, a lot of athleticism, and Greg, an upside already on the roster.
And Mavs fans have to be pleased with what they've done so far. I mean, especially with the selection of Dennis Smith in the draft, who can be a special player at that point guard position. They're making smart moves to kind of revamp this roster.
Here is Porter, following the score by Dennis Smith. Mahinmi with the screen for Wall. Here's Porter. Shoots off the screen. He can't get that one. And the Mavericks going the other way now. With the screen for Wall. Off the screen. This is it to Farrell. He can't get that one. And the Mavericks going the other way. Noel was screen on Wall. This is it to Farrell. Here's Farrell. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Nice work there coming off the screen.
And I just love how Smith is ready to shoot as soon as he gets the ball. Measuring the shot as the pass is en route.
Now here's Beal. They trail by 6. Mahinmi kicks to Porter. Mahinmi is screen. Mahinmi kicks to Porter. Smith against Beal. Mahinmi is screen. Here's Morris. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup against Beal. It looked like there was some contact. I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Some contact. I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot.
They used to say Markieff Morris was once a locker room distraction. But he's found a home here. He seems more at peace with the situation. He's putting up solid numbers at the forward spot.
Dallas making a switch here. Correa's checked in, and a switcher also for Washington. Gortat's checked in. Dallas making a switch here. Correa's checked in, and a switcher also for Washington. Gortat's checked in. Free throw good for Morris.
You know, I like Morris. He's a valuable contributor on both ends of the floor. Now, he's a sniper from deep, and he can definitely lock you up on deep as well. You know, I like Morris. He's a valuable contributor on both ends of the floor.
Beal with the steal.
He can definitely lock you up on deep.
And Morris pulls it down.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Yeah, and he reads it all the way, has that slide court awareness. Have to be mindful.
We talked to Markieff Morris about those times in Phoenix. He and Coach Hornacek still talk as they went their separate ways. Seems it was just a bad situation for everyone.
Oh yeah, when you're on a sinking ship, everyone will lash out. Glad Morris has put that behind him. And able just to concentrate on playing basketball. Oh yeah, when you're on a sinking ship,
now here's Gortat. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. They now take the lead.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This seems like a heavyweight fight.
Punch, counter punch. Neither club's been able to sustain an advantage.
In the corner, Smith with it. It's good. Great play set up by Correa. That's 10 points for Dennis Smith.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Offensive rebound. And that one's good by Porter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And that one's good by Porter.
Well, we've seen that movie.
Correa against Wall.
An easy bucket in the paint.
Noel sets a screen for Smith. Correa against Wall. A three-pointer, no good. Washington's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Sets a screen for Smith. Porter in the corner. Washington's gone 0-2 from deep. Porter can't get that one to fall. Dallas has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Porter can't get that one to fall. Dallas has gone 4 of 8 tonight from 35 seconds left in the first half of the game. Smith, no good.
It's a confidence shaker when you can't hit a wide open three like
left
that.
in the first half of the game. Smith, no good. Up top, Porter. He's covered by Matthews. Scooped up. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, look, the length of Gortat is just a problem for the defense. When he gets good position on them, they're going to have to resort to hacking.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Gortat is just a problem for the defense. When he gets good position on them, they're going to have to resort to hacking.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him.
Now, the size and the length of Gortat, it comes in handy on both ends of the floor. I mean, he's a solid and more than reliable big man with a soft size.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Measuring, he's checked in for Noel. Harrison Barnes comes in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Seth Curry in for Smith. Measuring, he's checked in for Noel. Harrison Barnes comes in for Wesley Matthews. He doesn't get the second one. The Mavericks trailing. Outside Curry. And here's Barnes for 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Barnes has got 11 points. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes. And that's just terrific positioning on his part to get that board. I mean, he might not have the size, but his basketball IQ and feel is off the charts.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Mavericks lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. Mavericks lead by 2.
Thank you, Kevin. Harrison, a big first half for you offensively. How did you get loose?
My teammates just been fine to me. I've just been trying to just run hard, make good backdoor cuts, run in transition, and let me give me good looks. My teammates just been fine to me.
You have not stopped moving at all, and it's led to good results. Thanks, Harrison. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal.
Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the halftime show. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period, but 4 points was the biggest it got. If you look at the second quarter scoring, they had a small edge. They really hung tough as we got close to halftime. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
Well, they were consistent from downtown. The playmakers found open shooters, and the shooters delivered and knocked down shots on a high level. In some ways, it came down to confidence. We'll see if they have that same swagger in the second half.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Washington?
In some ways, it came down to confidence.
Well, they had no consistency.
We'll see if they have that same swagger in the second half.
Like they were building confidence.
Shaq, what was
and
your
then
takeaway
boom,
on
turn up
Washington?
the volume. Well, they had no
of bad
consistency. It's giving up way too many good looks. And then boom, turn up the volume. A series of bad.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call. That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
A skyline of Dallas illuminating the night sky as we welcome you back to the Lone Star State. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. One of the stories here, Harrison Barnes getting it done today.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, right. I mean, defense hasn't had an answer for this guy yet. Just too skilled, too driven this far.
Well, Chris, we know that there are a lot of trash talkers out there in the NBA. Did you ever talk a lot of trash on the floor or do anything else to try and get an opponent's attention away from the game, get in an opponent's head?
I used to love talking, man. It kept you focused. If you talk, it means you have to back it up the next play. You can also get the players' head, get them thinking about themselves individually. And if I get you thinking about yourself, I've already won because now you're not thinking about the team. But I tell you what, some of the best trash talkers I've ever played against, Larry Bird, Gary Payton, Rick Mahorn. Those guys talk the best trash ever, and I definitely can't repeat anything any of those guys said. But it's all out of love. It's all out of fun. And I don't remember, very honestly, anything anyone has ever said to me because it was all so outlandish, so crazy, so funny that you just let it go after the game.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Dallas, Dirk is the 4 with Noel manning the middle. Smith Jr. runs the point with Matthews at his side. They're the backcourt, and it's Barnes with the small forward. Here's Wall. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. And it's Barnes with the Porter kicks to Beal. Here's Wall. Morris with a screen on Matthews. Porter kicks to Beal. 5 on the clock, and stolen by Nowitzki. Over in the corner, Barnes. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. And it's a 5-point Dallas lead.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Wall. 6 points for him. Morris with a screen on Matthews. Jumper off the screen, and that one good. Beal's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, you got to admire the sharp shooting ability of Beal, especially from the mid-range when he's lights out.
Nowitzki a screen. Here's Smith. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Smith's got 12 points in the game.
That lead's only going to keep going if he keeps shooting like he has so far.
He lays it in. Smith's got 12 points in the game. There's a screen by Gortat.
He's only going to keep going if he keeps shooting like he has so far.
Smith against Wall. Over Smith. There's a screen by Gortat. Here's Gortat. The Mavericks pull it in. Smith against Wall. Over Smith. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Wizards trail by 5. So many great point guards in this year's draft. Greg, what stands out to you about North Carolina State's Dennis Smith?
Well, I think he's the best athlete of them all. A terror off the bounce, great toughness, and he's drawn some comparison to Stevie Francis when you talk about his bounce and physicality. A lot of guys have great vision, but they're not always willing passers. Not the case with Smith. Very unselfish and aware of keeping his teammates involved.
He got right to the cup using that screen. And it's 8 points for Wall.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against the wind.
Well, this is just another case where being aggressive means out.
Now here's Barnes. He's got 18. Smith for 3. Again, the miss by Smith.
But after hitting a couple in the first, he has cooled down a bit.
Wall can't tie it up as that one misses. Smith the pass to Barnes. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 3 assists tonight.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. I'm not sure, Greg, there's a player who better fits the description of a grinder than Wes Matthews.
Yeah, so tough, too. I mean, mentally and physically. He talks about inflicting his personality on the team, and he truly is what I call a culture builder. Inflicting his personality on the team, and he truly is what I call a culture builder.
Getting ready for Dallas. Measuring. He's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And Burrell subbed in for Smith. Now here's Frazier. Seth Curry in the corner. Smith with it. Pass to Meeks. Subbed in for Smith. Now here's Frazier. Oubre with it. Back to Meeks. Here's the 3. offensive rebound.
Exceptional instincts on the offensive boards. And didn't try to slam it home. Tipping it in was all he needed.
Dallas has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Up again. It's good on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
And folks, he did not look into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard. And folks, he did not look.
Frazier outside.
Just where he wanted to be.
Smith with a screen on Barnes. It's Meeks outside. Good. Great play set up by Frazier. Frazier's got 4 assists in the game. It's Meeks outside. Dallas has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. There's a good screen. 4 assists in the game. Farrell kicks to Curry. Dallas has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. The dish to Barnes. Over Smith. Barnes can't get it to go. For Washington, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Barnes can't get it to go. Oubre passes to Smith. 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Meeks with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. To Smith. They get it again. Here's Mahimi. Meeks with it. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Mahimi's got his second bucket tonight. Well, it was only a matter of time. Farrell kicks to Finney Smith. The pass to Measuring. Farrell kicks to Finney Smith. And Curry has it in the corner. Pocket 6. And the teardrop. Got that bucket. Curry's got his 3rd basket of the night. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Basket of the night. A great competitive game so far. And from the look Mahimi a screen. Frazier kicks to Smith. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Smith's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
A lot of times your defense is your offense is your defense. This is poor decision-making right here. Can't let them have that shot. Also might have been a lack of effort.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's the Wizards up 1. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. It's the Wizards up 1. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Keep playing. Take turnovers out of the game, all right? Defense. 1, 2, 3. Defense.
Preaching efficiency, preaching defense. Rick Carlisle right there wants to see no mistakes out there.
Yeah, I mean, protect the basketball. Try not to force anything and just take what the defense gives you. Protect the basketball.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. The deadly duo of Wall and Beal are in the backcourt. Oubre out there with Smith. And it's Gortat in at the 5. The duo of Wall and Beal are in the backcourt. Oubre out there with Smith. And it's Gortat in at the 5.
One shot. One shot.
Marcin Gortat, no good on the free throw. And Chris, you spent a handful of years in Washington. When you look back to that time in your career, is there a favorite moment that stands out to you?
Well, it was early in my career when I was with Washington, and I learned a lot about the league. And I think ending the Washington playoff drought that they had been there for so many years was part of the reason why I wanted to go there, and that was a lot of fun. Making my first All-Star team as well was pretty cool.
Here's Walt. The Mavericks making the shot. Now here's Barea. The Mavericks making the shot. Off the key, Barnes. He kicks it to Nowitzki. Dallas moving it around. Here's Barea. Off the key, Barnes. Outside Curry. Dallas moving it around. Shoots over Oubre. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Ball against Barea, looking to get back on track here. And again, Washington, no good.
Not easy to miss a clean-looking shot like that, but he manages to do it.
Farrell passes to Barea. Nowitzki dishes to Curry. Pass to Farrell. Back to Curry. Nowitzki dishes to Curry. He feeds it to Nowitzki. Fires from 18. Barnes can't get it to go. Washington trailing. He feeds it to Nowitzki. Fires from 18. And it's Wall in the corner. Barnes can't get good on the three-point shot.
Look how Wall just measured that shot. I love when he does that. When he has the room to shoot from deep, he doesn't hesitate.
Good on the three-point shot. And the Mavericks call time here. Well, you have to like the aggressiveness of Beal that he has injected into his game, Chris, as he's developed.
The free throw attempts and three-point attempts are both up for Beal as he's developed. I mean, those are two of the most efficient ways to score as a guard. Overall, looks so much more engaged and sleekle out on the floor.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, yeah, he might have seen something he wants to exploit. Well, we'll see what they run coming out.
It's a game of adjustments.
Yeah, he might have seen something he wants to exploit. Well, we'll see what they run coming out.
Noel's checked in for Dallas. Matthews comes in for Yogi Ferrell. And a switcher also for Washington. Porter's checked in. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. Three-pointers have hurt him tonight. He told his players, we've got to play him better on the three-point line. We can't give them any more clean looks. Kevin told his players, we've got to play him better on the three-point line. We can't give them any more clean looks.
Berea against Wall. Kicks it to Gortat and stolen by Barnes. Berea inside. Noel and slam dunk by Noel.
And so far, this has got that feel of a game that could be back and forth all the way.
Yeah, at some point, though, we might expect one team to go on the road, but this could come down to the wire.
Now here's Beal. Gortat with the screen for Beal. And it's Noel with the rebound.
That's how you protect the rim. Stand your ground and make him alter his read.
Berea kicks to Matthews. Noel with the rebound. Over in the corner, Barnes buries it from three-point range. Now it's a three-point Maverick lead.
Wow, that's his fourth three of the game. Two in each half. He has just owned that line.
Three-point Maverick lead.
That's his fourth three of the game.
Here's Wall. And he gets the bucket.
After failing to be aggressive and look for a shot in the first half, we don't have to let him know this time. You don't have to remind him now. He's really taking his game over in the second. Look for a shot in the first half. We don't have to let him know this time. You don't have to remind him now. He's really taking his game over in the second.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And here's Berea. Noel, a screen on Wall. Here's Berea. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Berea's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count. Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they
All against Berea. All passes to Gortat. Right side, Beal. 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Berea. Right side, Beal. 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Berea. Barnes outside. And Porter comes to help. And Matthews with the basket on the assist by Barnes.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Now, that's a gutsy take on this part to make that happen. I mean, he would not have tried that over the larger defender.
Now, here is Morris. He dishes it to Wall. Shoots over Berea. Wall, no luck. There's a minute 40 left to play here in the fourth. Shoots over Berea. Wall, no luck. There's a screen by Noel. To the inside. Wesley Matthews again. Matthews has got the lead up to 6 now for the man. To the
simple screen, but there was a defensive mix-up that left the man wide open.
And Wall kicks to Porter. Feeds it to Morris. Outside, Wall. The 11-footer. Here's Gortat. That shot is off. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Here's Berea, and it's Dallas with another shot.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Well, part of it's been their toughness, but their execution has been spotless. It's just outstanding teamwork in this final quarter.
Now here's Wall. Morris a screen. Nice ball movement by Washington. Gortat with the screen for Beal. Shoots over Matthews. And again, Washington, no good.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off a good pick, you want to get that one. Gets the separation he needs. I know he would love to have that one back.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 10. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, this has been rough all the way around. I mean, coming in with high hopes and then just now trying to finish the best they can.
All you can do at this point is focus. Dial in on each moment. Do your best. You can't get consumed over the score. All you can do at this point is focus. Dial in on each moment. Do your best. You can't get consumed over the score.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Harrison Barnes.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight. And that speaks to how solid his shot selection has been. Nothing forced and really no bad decisions. Just good, smart, offensive basketball.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Measuring, he's checked in for Noel. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. Curry's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And Yogi Ferrell subbed in for Wesley Matthews. Frazier kicks to Meeks. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Here's Ferrell. He's guarded by Meeks. Finney-Smith kicks to Measuring. Here's Ferrell. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Clearly a foul.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Clearly a foul.
Two shots. Relax on the first. Two shots. Relax on the first.
First free throw is good. First free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
Both shots good from the stripe. This is the Mahimi.
Those free throws should put this one.
And that's going to be a travel.
And they're just playing fast and loose. Sometimes that'll burn you.
Like right here, you have to value each possession, especially when you're behind.
Playing fast and loose. Sometimes that'll burn you.
Like right here, you have to value each possession, especially when you're behind.
Here's Farrell. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort. So
I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.